You don't feel bad on Christmas because you're alone. You feel bad because your brain decides what that means about you. And once that meaning locks in, the silence stops being neutral. You wake up on December 25th and your room looks exactly the same as yesterday. No messages waiting, no plans forming, no reason to get ready. Part of you is fine with that. Part of you isn't. You're not trying to fix the day. You're trying to figure out why it feels heavier than it should. This is not about loneliness. It's about how your mind turns a quiet day into something personal. Stay with this for a minute. It will make the rest of this make sense. And it starts with something small. There's a specific moment on Christmas when the silence feels different. Not louder, just incomplete. You wake up and the room stays exactly the same. No voices bleed through the walls. No footsteps. No overlapping conversations. No kitchen noise. Just the low hum of your own space. You check your phone out of habit. Nothing urgent. Nothing gathering. Your brain isn't actually reacting to the quiet. It's scanning for expected signals that aren't there. That gap that is what you're feeling. Not the silence. This isn't what today is supposed to feel like. The day starts with a subtle sense that something is off before you can even name it. You aren't reacting to being alone. You're reacting to missing the script. And once your brain notices that gap, it doesn't stop there. You think this is about being alone. It's not. Your mind immediately builds a reference frame. Families gathered in kitchens, laughter echoing in other rooms, photos you've seen 100 times. Then, it runs a comparison. Their day versus yours. This is social comparison at its cleanest. A clear norm, and you're outside it. The discomfort doesn't come from solitude. It comes from deviation. Deviation. Everyone else is somewhere. I'm not a neutral situation starts to feel like evidence of being left out. You're not feeling loneliness. You're feeling difference. And your brain doesn't leave difference alone. It tries to explain it. You're not feeling loneliness, you're feeling difference. Let that sink in for a moment. Difference is not a defect. It's just a state of being. But because society has written such a loud, specific script for today, your brain assumes that being outside of it means something is wrong with you. The truth is, you aren't lonely because you lack company. You are uncomfortable because you are trying to fit into a story that isn't yours to live right now. Your brain hates unexplained gaps, so it fills them. You're not just noticing you're alone, you're asking why. And the answer doesn't stay external. It turns inward. Maybe your relationships aren't strong enough. Maybe you didn't build the right life. Maybe this is what your choices led to. The brain prefers a personal explanation over randomness. It wants a clean story, so it gives you one. A story about you. About you. What does this say about my life? A single day becomes a verdict on your identity. You're not processing the day, you're judging yourself through it. And that's where the weight actually starts. This is the part most people never say out loud, because it sounds too harsh. Being alone is simple. It's just time, space, and no one else there. But your interpretation isn't simple. It turns that into meaning. Not invited becomes not wanted. Not surrounded becomes not valued. You don't sit with silence. You sit with what silence implies. That implication. If I mattered more, this wouldn't be my reality. You feel rejected without anyone actually rejecting you. The pain isn't the day, it's the conclusion you attach to it. And once you see that, something shifts. But not in the way you expect. This day isn't doing something to you. It's revealing something. When everything slows down, there's nothing to distract you. No noise to hide behind. So you see clearly. Who reached out? Who didn't? What you actually miss, and what you only thought you should miss. That clarity can feel sharp, because it removes excuses. But it's not punishment, it's exposure. Exposure. This is what my life actually looks like right now. You can't avoid seeing the gap between expectation and reality. Clarity hurts more than loneliness ever could. And once you see it clearly, you can't go back to not seeing it. This day isn't heavy because you're alone. It's heavy because your mind keeps turning one quiet moment into a conclusion about your life. You're the person who notices the absence, not just the presence. The one who doesn't just go through the day, but reads into it. You don't experience the day, you interpret it. When you think about today, what are you actually reacting to? The silence, or what you've decided it means? If this felt a little too accurate, stay. There's more of this you haven't put into words yet. The room didn't change, only the meaning did.